Okay, so I'm Tricky, and this is the second Nugget video in a series that we've put together that sort of covers some UX aspects of designing for Windows Phone 7. And sort of following the demo that we've shown in the first video of the Logo Finder app, now I want to sort of walk you through the sort of step-by-step process in terms of how we created that application. So Cortexica came to us with a prototyped version of the app, but it was very limited in terms of the styling. So the first thing that we really need to start thinking about is the brand experience, and in order to do that, we really need to start thinking about the customers and the people that are going to use the application. I often show this slide to customers when I meet with them, and I think it's apart from being a really cool picture of some kids having fun, it's really indicative of the way that Nintendo Wii have done a fantastic job and become synonymous with customer experience. What Nintendo have done with their Wii gaming console is really turn the camera away from the screen and encourage people to think about the experience that they're going to have when they play the game, and to share those experiences with their friends. And if you look closely at this video, you can see that my niece Lily May is not actually even playing the game. There's no wand in the steering wheel, but she's still having a fantastic experience. So with every project that we approach, we really try to think about the customers that are going to use the application when it's finished, and trying to give them the best experience that we really can. It's really, really important to sort of walk a mile in your customer's shoes. So once we've kind of identified with the customers and the people that are going to use the application, the next thing to think about is starting to get into that sort of design process. And this is a kind of ideology that I've borrowed from Bill Buxton in his awesome book Sketching User Experiences, and it really just helps us position where design fits in terms of a project. And the simple answer is that design fits up front. We start off with a period of research, which sort of funnels then into concept design, and then into a more detailed design sort of period of the project. And even when we get back to the sort of engineering phase of the project, it's still really important to consider that you might have sort of design iterations and loop back. We really feel that if you were to start building a house, you wouldn't literally start throwing down bricks, and I think the same is true with software. There really is some space to sort of step back at the beginning of a project and actually think about the design of software and how it's going to be used by your customers. The important thing to remember is that design is not all about designers just going off and sort of drawing pictures and coming back and saying, ta-da, here we go, that's that done. For us, the design process really is a process that involves the client, the developer, and the designer at all stages. So even through that previous diagram, it's worth considering that at those early stages of research that we still consider developers and every member of the team to be involved. And we also think that even though people have specific roles in the project, it's really important that everybody takes full responsibility for the full project to make sure that you end up with an awesome product. And then the next videos that we'll create will sort of show you some of the iterative stages to the design of a piece of software. And we really liken the process that we take to a product design process. This is an image by a product designer called Carl Liu, and I think the message that it gets across really clearly is that quantity has a quality all of its own. So in terms of the approach that we took to this project, you'll see that we started with sort of touch points, moved on to low fidelity sketches, before then progressing to concept designs and actually building demo. And we would encourage you to sort of work at a low fidelity level early on in your design, make as many mistakes as possible and sort of enjoy those mistakes, make sure you end up with a product that you're really, really happy with.